All right, extremely sorry guys. I already start the lecture too, so a lot of students are there who got stuck. Sorry for that. So let me restart the lecture. That is how we are going to use object in our Angular, how we are going to use array, and how we can use ngFor. Next, how we can style our component, okay, and then how we can create the array of objects. These are all the things that we are going to cover in today's session. Okay, so first of all, let us start. And over here, let me remove these things. I just want to show you from the scratch if anyone joined new. So this is the user component .html. Okay, so what is the very first thing is the object. Okay, so what is object in JavaScript means anything that is the combination of property and its values. Okay, property and its values. Okay, so if I create a object for user details, I am going to write, this is the name of objects, say user details is equal to, you are going to use curly brackets for the same, then name of the property. So suppose the name of the property is name, and then its value. Okay, and remember there is a colon, not equal to symbol. Okay, then comma, suppose I want to give age. So since it is an integer value, I will take it directly without any inverted commas. If you want to add any or more property, you can write say contact number is equal to, yeah, something. Okay, so this is the object. And if someone tell you the object, so this is the same thing. And if you hear JSON, then this is also the same thing. This is the JavaScript object notation. And whenever you are working with Angular, React or any JS library or framework, your data is going to be in this format only. Okay, so this is the object created. Now how we can show the values of this object in our HTML section? So come over here and let us write simply P. Yesterday I told you this thing. This is called what? Interpolation, right? So over here I will give simply user details, and my application is already running by using ngServe. Okay, so let us go to the browser window, and you can see this is showing what's object. Okay, but what we want the values. So how you can access the values of object? Give them the object name dot property name. Okay, suppose I want to print the value of name, so I will write user details dot name. Okay, for line change let me use br, then age. So again user details dot age, again br, then contact number will be user details dot contact number. Okay, so now you can see that the name is John, age 18, contact number something. So this is how you can use the object in your Angular. First thing. Okay, please confirm in the chat box that it is clear or not. Fast, please. Please comment fast. Is it clear or not? Is it clear what is object and how you are going to use it? Alright, so this is what the object is. Come to the next thing. This is now we worked with what? We worked with the your that one variables. We worked with object. Now let us come to the third and the most important thing, that is the array. If you know array, so it will be good. If you don't know, then let me tell you that array is simply collection of elements. Okay, collection of elements means in variable I have a single container and single value, right? And in array what I have, single container and multiple values. That is called what? Array. So let us create users. Okay, so this is a array. Now I will create 5 6 or number of users I want to use. So say Ron, John, Maria, Sonia. Okay, so this is what? A array. Now I want to show the value of this array, and this is called what? Elements of array. Okay, this is first, second, third, fourth and fifth, and we are not going for the index and all. So these are the elements, and this array contains 4 elements. Okay, now come to our UI section, that is the HTML. And let us take over here a single again paragraph and users. Okay, if I use interpolation to print the value of users, what will happen? See, Ron, John, Maria, Sonia. Okay, means I cannot do anything with these names because it is giving me all the things directly. But obviously you are printing the array, so it will give you all the things together. Okay, so it is like you call the student, all the students come, so you cannot do anything with that. But if you call every student one by one, that Ron come, then you will do your work with Ron, then you will ask John to come, and then you will assign him the work, then Maria, then Sonia. So in this way you can give different work to different students. But if you call all of them together, you can just see them, means you cannot work differently with everyone. Okay, so for that how we can access every element? Okay, for that we have the concept of what? ngFor in Angular. In normal programming languages we have the concept of for loop. Okay, for loop means there is some counter, then for the every value of counter we will check some condition, and if the condition is true we are going to run our loop, right? So over here, since we want to use it where? We wanted to use it in the HTML section, right? So how we can use that? So in order to use that, they provide you the concept of Angular directives. Okay, what they provide you? They provide you the concept of Angular directives. Okay, so what are Angular directives? Means they are simply a way to extend functionality of your HTML, or you can say you can attach some extra behavior to the HTML element by using this. Okay, alright, thoda bhari ho gaya, but fine, when we learn it, it will be simple for you. So over here, for the for concept, they give us the directive, and every time directive is going to start from start, ng and for. Okay, so this is ng for, and over here you are going to write equal to inverted comma, let whatever the variable name you want to take, you can take of, and then the name of your array. What is the name of your array? Users. Okay, so this will be what? This is going to be a particular loop which is going to execute for each and every element of users array. Okay, and x will denote what? Every element one by one. Means first time x will be Ron, second time x will be John, third time Maria, fourth time Sonia. Okay, so for every loop x is your element. You can take it anything. Okay, and over here suppose I want to give welcome message to them, and x. Okay, and just want to change the line and give a HR tag. Okay, so that is the thing. Now remember, if you do it, what will happen? Some error will come. Okay, all right, we can use br over here, and if you see that it will give you the error at ngFor. Okay, so how you are going to solve this error? You need to import the common module in your ts file so that you can use all these things. So for that, first import common module, and then you need to import it inside the import section. Okay, if you see now, all the things are perfectly fine. Let us go to our browser window and see. Over here the messages are welcome Ron, welcome John, welcome Maria, welcome Sonia, all these things. Okay, so we are accessing every element separately. If I want to do any other work with the names also, then I can give, then I can do that also, right? That's not a issue. I hope this is clear. Please tell me array is clear or not. Please tell me fast. Is it clear? Okay, so array is done, object is done. Now let us mix them together and create the object array of objects. Okay, so array of objects, how we can create? Like this is a array, and if every element of array will become what? The object, then it will become array of objects. Simple, right? So what we can do for the same? Let me change this one only, or create one more users data. Okay, and this is a array. Fine. Now let us create every element. So our data will be in this format. What I want to take? Name. So name is say Tania. Age is say 25. Okay, and let me take some 5 values. Okay, so Tania, Sonia, Tarun, Mia, and John. and let us change their age also. You can add more properties, okay, that's not a issue. I am just showing you for the testing purpose. So now user data is what? User data is the array of object. Now see, if I access this array with ngFor, if I write like let me write in the comment over here, star ngFor is equal to say x, let x of user data. Okay, so for the first time the value of x will be what? For the first time the value of x will be this object. Okay, so let us see, if I run this one, what will come? So again come to our HTML section, and I will copy, or let us write simply over here. Let us give a HR tag, and before that I am going to write a p directive ngFor is equal to let u of user data. I think the name is user data. Yeah, users data it is. Users data, and if you print directly u, like in the below one we print x because the element was a normal string, but now the element is object. Okay, so let us see what it will give us. You can see object, 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 object. If you remember, when I print this one directly, it also gives me the object, right? So in order to take the values from this object, what are the two properties? Name and age. So over here you are going to write u dot name and u dot age. Ta-da. And let us go. You can see this is Tanya 25, Sonia, Tarun, Nia, John. All right, so these are all the things, and this is what your array of objects. Okay, so this is a very simple thing, array of objects, and we are using the ngFor. Now let us create a simple let us create a some other component in which I will create user list, there all the detail, and then we will show that details in a proper tabular format. Okay, all right, यहाँ थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया है. So let us create a separate component. What we are going to do to create a component, that is ngGC, or you can write generate component and user list. Okay, so it will create 4 separate files for you. All right, so okay, so user list, this 4 files are created. This one is the HTML of this. Okay, and this one is CSS, and this one is TS, 3 files. All right, and over here I want to use these in the app component. So first of all, close all, go to our app component. I want to remove this app user. Okay, now the all the code that was written in app user want to come. You can see this is the demo app, and we wanted to import the user list component. What we need to do for the same? So we need to import the user list component. So right over here, import user list component. Okay, and yeah, copy it in the import section also. Fine, this thing is done. Now I am going to write app dash user list. Okay, and come over here. It is saying user list work because this is the only thing that is written, and our work of app component is done. Now we are going to work only on this one, and this one. Okay, so very first thing is, let us create a array of objects. Okay, so let us create users. Okay, is equal to array, and array of what? Array of objects. So let us give some name, say, then some contact number, then some address, then if anything else you want to add, you can add over here. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I will simply copy this 2 3 4 5. Okay, and over here change some values. All right, and give them some name, Ria, Tanya, Jimmy, Ron. Okay, so my users array is created, and this is the array of object. Come to our HTML section, and I will say in the heading, that is user list. Okay, and after that I will show the user list. Over here I want to do what? Take a table. Okay, in the first row of table we are that we will add a head, so that is the name, then contact number, and then say city or address, you can write anything. Now from the second row we want to show the values. Okay, so I want to repeat the rows for every element, so I will apply my star ng for directive over here, and I will write let u of, what was the name of array? Users. Okay, so let u of users, right? What we want to do, that make one td in which you are going to write u dot name, then in the second td you are going to write u dot contact number, and in the third one I am going to write u dot address. Okay, and yeah, name, contact number, and address. If you see you are, whenever you want to see that your application is running, where it will run on the node only. Okay, you can see again the same error, that is for the ngFor. What we need to do for this, just you need to go to this one, that is in your component, and you need to import the common module. All right, and copy it inside the import section also. Now you will see over here all the data is there. Okay, now if you have any doubt you can ask me, so that we can go to the styling section. Is it clear? All right, so let us go to the styling now. So over here we are going to use the CSS and I will give some basic styling directly. So table, for table what we want to do is border 1px solid black. Okay, and what I want to do now is to add some stripping over here. So for the table or for the tr, nth child, and for E1 what we want to do is the background color gray. Okay, so you can see over here this is done. Now you can see there is some space after John and all this, right? So let us change the color also from gray to something like this. Save it, check, pretty better. But if you want to remove this space, this is from the table and that is called borders dash spacing. Let us make it 0 pixels. So this is done now, and for every TD let us try to give some width. Okay, so width let me say 100 pixels. All right, this is 100 pixels, and give the same to the th also because the first one is th. So this is the th, and give them the text align to center, or let us make it little big 150 and align the text to center. Okay, so this is done. If you want to give some hover effect or something like that, you can give by using tr. Hover means when the mouse comes over it, and change the background color to something say like this, and color to correct brown. Okay, and C, right? So this is what the highlighting effect. Even if you want to give some you know uh, extra attention to the header and something like that, you can give it. So these are all the things that we are doing today. Okay, we are going to cover the interface also, but today it's already late. We will uh, clear the concept tomorrow. But before that, try to make the arrays with fruits and all, with the suppose name of fruits, name of cities. Okay, and then create an array of objects in which you will take like array of any chief ministers, in which you will take their name, age, their state. Okay, all these things. So try to practice this one. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the chat box. And thank you for joining.